Hey, I'm Savannah from Black Witch Coven. Yes, it's the same Savannah, and yes, I'm still at Black Witch Coven, but I'm just in a different room, or a different space, so to speak. So we created this channel just for me, even though I would argue the other channel has been really just about me. But in this space, I'm going to talk about my number one passion, of course, and that is following our darker spirits. You guys call them demons out there. I call them my ancient gods. And so I'll be freely talking about this with a group of people who are comfortable, I hope, with me engaging in this level of conversation. I'll also talk about the path of enlightenment. I'll talk about various, my point of view on lots of different controversial discussions or topics in this field. And I'll share with you my, I'm in my 5th decade on this journey. So I'll be talking with you about my experiences. It won't be for those who are just probably scared of this subject matter still. And that's why we have the other channel. Feel free to drop in there. I expect to have much smaller audience, but honestly, if you're passionate or curious, you don't have to be like me, but if you're passionate and curious, I welcome you. And if you have questions for me, you don't have to worry about offending me if it's a genuine question. I am going to answer in a way that I can, with the best of my knowledge and experience, but I really, if you just have that burning question and you're not sure who to ask, sure, that's what I'm more than happy to answer that question. So don't feel like you have to soften what you want to say to me because you're scared it's going to offend me. Unless it's offensive, and I'll probably come back with a wonderful answer for you that you might not like. That's just my personality type. Anyways, for this first video, I'll just say as well, I'm just getting back into doing videos. If this is the first time you're seeing me, I started on YouTube a long time ago, maybe, 13, 15 years ago, a long time ago, back when talking about this subject matter was super taboo, and I had to highly limit the topics that I could talk about, and even then our channel was pulled up and down. Even goddesses like Hecate and Lilith talking about these guys was so taboo. But now I see in witchcraft circles, people are more open to that. And so let's see how far we can push the envelope with this occult conversation now. I don't know. We'll find out together. So what I'm trying to say is I'm very rusty. I haven't been doing these videos for an open public forum for a while. And so I'll get back into it. But I just wanted to get back into delivering some weekly content on topics that I am passionate about. And this is one way to get me back on YouTube, talking about demons, left-hand path, occultism, path of enlightenment, ritual magic, what pisses me off, all of that fun and juicy stuff. So that's what you can expect from me. All right, so I can just dust off the cobwebs. Crystal from my group, she has put together a list of questions that she's been collecting based on YouTube comments and what people have asked when they have written in to us. Okay, I haven't read that. Okay, I won't pre-read them. I'll just get straight into it, okay? Whew, all right, it's been a minute. All right, so first question, who are you and what do you actually practice? Okay, and so she said, can you please just try and answer all these questions in 1 minute or less? So I'll give it a go. I can be a little long-winded and talk a bit off topic, so I'll try my best. Who am I? Obviously, I'm Australian by birth. I can't hide the accent. I live in New Orleans and on Pensacola Beach in the USA, but I do travel around to other locations quite a lot. I have a doctorate in business. I have a doctorate in psychology and a whole bunch of other things, over the years. But yes, I am 100% practicing in occultism. I have my fingers in lots of other pies, let's just say that. As for my spiritual beliefs, I would say, if we put a label on it, I'm a Luciferian. I believe in Lucifer as an actual being, and I am definitely on a path of enlightenment. I don't say that I have all the answers, and I'm always perpetually curious. So what else? Of course, I practice witchcraft. Studied a lot of ceremonial magic back in the day when we only had books to study such. Hoodoo, I've done a lot of necromancy type of work. I've done a lot over the years. And I've always been someone to roll up their sleeves, get their hands dirty, make mistakes in magic, and sometimes find out the hard way. But okay, I feel like that answers that question. Second question, are demons real? Yes, 100%. What we call demons are real. I've worked with them for decades. Their intelligences, they are, in 1 minute, I call them demons just because it's a common term for them. But they are ancient gods. They've been here for the beginning of humanity, and so yes, they're definitely real. I treat them as allies and teachers, not as pets, and not the same as like the Christian devil or anything like that. Question number 3: do you worship Satan and the devil? Oh wow. Well, I don't know the context, but yeah, I have to say, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Do I worship him? Like, here we're getting the definitions again, but yes, I pray. I do rituals too. I'm in complete awe and admiration of these ancient beings, and I'm in complete awe and gratitude that they interact with us in this human form with our little human questions and concerns and needs. So yeah, there you go. Question 4, Satan and Lucifer, same being to you? Definitely not the same in my practices. Lucifer, I have a beautiful altar to Lucifer. He means something completely different than Satan. I have worked with both over the years, all different ways. There's, they're not just presenting in one way, and each of them have different faces, different aspects, and your relationship, everyone's relationship will change over time when you work with these beings. Are you a Satanist? Question 5, are you a Satanist? No, I am not a Satanist. 6, do you sell your soul / make pacts? Years ago, I've done lots of videos on this, but I don't believe in selling your soul. You don't have to sell your soul if you want to. I feel like, especially the way I work with spirits, they have a sense of humor when it comes to this sort of thing. And so even though I say, it doesn't want your soul, if you want to sell your soul, give us your soul, For me, I've done lots of different pacts and things over the years, but now I'm so dedicated anyways. I don't need to do a pact. Like, I'm all in. I hope for every lifetime when I come back, I am blessed that my contracts I come to a certain age and then I can just fall straight back into this in different ways. That would be fantastic. So does that answer that question? 7, are exorcisms real? Have you seen possession? Okay, yes, exorcisms are definitely real. Entity attachment and possession are definitely real. Have you seen possession? Yes, I have. 8, is black magic evil? Do you curse people? That's 2 questions, that's cheating. Is black magic evil? Is it evil? Well, define evil. I think people are evil. If I'm in the right space, if I've made the decision to cast a spell, I don't look at it as I'm not putting that judgment on it if it's evil or not. It's a decision that I've made to do the spell or don't do the spell for reasons that are justified to me, and that is all. If something is playing on my head and I have had to take an action to do a spell, then that is what I've had to do in order to change my trajectory. So is that evil? No, that is exactly what I need to do. And so, yes. Oh, and so do you curse people? Yeah, I've cursed people. Not a lot. People might be surprised at that answer. It takes a lot for me to really get that annoyed that I'm going to waste my time, my number one commodity, on cursing somebody. Like, could you imagine, Black Witch Coven over all these years, the amount of hate and crap that's come our way, especially with me being the one that's on, showing her face. I've been the brunt of all of the BS. If there's something coming in, of course it's going to be coming in at me. And so I'm not going to waste my time sending out cursing. I have my protection mechanisms put into place, and do I feel like it's impervious? No, absolutely not. But am I going to waste my time cursing people that are coming towards that? Absolutely not. Is it dangerous? Is this dangerous? Is it dangerous? If you're asking me a question at my stage of the game, I don't look at it like that. I'm all in anyways. Is it dangerous? Everything's dangerous. Man, I go to a bar and eat bar nuts. I fly on planes, I drive cars. It's just like everything's dangerous. I don't look at it like that. Now, that's not to say that I'm stupid and think that stepping into a space where spirits I may not have worked with, I don't make the assumption that they're going to be nice to me or not try and come at me. That is just crazy. But I don't let it worry me. And, I believe when it's my time to go, it's going to be my time to go. I'm not going to be sitting around worried about it. I've had a really good innings already on this earth. And so that's kind of my psychology when it comes to, is it dangerous? I've done so many crazy things over the years. Videos years ago, I've even spoken about some of the spells I've done where it's so experimental and it's backfired big time. And it's sometimes it takes months or, I think one of them was 6 months to undo it. And, it just is what it is. But I wouldn't change it. It's all part of my journey. Can anyone do this? All right. Well, yeah, anyone can do this if you really want to do this. And by this, I'm guessing practice a left-hand path, perform demonic rituals, summon demons. Of course you can. And there's many different ways you can do it. So all I will say is that you should, this path is a path. It's not like a weekend aesthetic. That would probably be my biggest tip. And of course, as I've said for years, if you have mental health challenges, it's probably better that you stay out of the pool. There's lots of different other magical rituals, even witchcraft or other folk magic rituals that you can do where you don't have to summon an entity of any type. I'm talking about servitors or anything, because once you summon in a spirit, if you don't know that it's there, or or you're dismissive, or you forget about it, or that you've even done it, that's when you can get yourself into trouble. But can you do this? Yes, you can do it. All right, so that's where I stand. Demons are real, exorcisms are real, and you can do it if you want to. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this first video. And if you have a question for me, you can go over to the blackwitchcoven.com website, and in the top menu bar, there's Ask Savannah at the top, and you can ask a question there. More likely to see that faster than if you leave a YouTube comment. But yeah, I have Crystal going through YouTube, and she can gather some questions if you guys have more questions for me. This has been easy for me just to get back into it. Well, as always, thank you for joining me, and blessed peace to you and yours. Bye for now.